everyone, welcome to MaysLugLife. I'm May, and today I'm going to show you what I bought at the warehouse sale this past weekend. Yes, Lug had a warehouse sale. Kind of. Wasn't really officially a Lug warehouse sale. It was a Lug warehouse sale in that there was a lot of, it was Lug stuff. It was at the Lug warehouse, but it wasn't officially run or sanctioned by Lug. Now, I will give you more details about this sale at the end of this video. We're going to talk about it at the end. And I'm also going to show you the ad that that got posted on Facebook so that you can see exactly what it was that that was announced. But first of all, I bought a fair bit of stuff. And so I decided I'm going to split this into two videos. So I'm going to show you half of my purchase in this video, and then I'm going to make a second video, and I'll show you the other half in the next one. So without further ado, I'm going to show you what I bought, and then I'll talk to you about the sale at the end. Cool? All right, let's go. So I got a lot of cool stuff, and I cannot believe how much amazing stuff I bought. I am so happy, and I'm actually extra happy that maybe it means I may not have to buy a whole lot more stuff in the future. Anyways, so here we go. Are you ready? First piece. This is the big piece. This is the pièce de résistance. This is, if you can see, hopefully you can get a lot of it, not all of it, but most of it. This is the Boxer 2 in plaid gray. It is a bag I've been wanting for ages, pretty much since I've seen it. This is my top 3 favorite prints. It might be the top. I'm not quite sure. It's a toss-up, so probably top 3. I love this print because it's classic. It's a good neutral, but it's a little bit more exciting than just black or heather gray. But it allows, I mean, like, this works in the winter. It works in the summer because it's a little bit brighter. It's not a little bit lighter. It's not this dark color. It actually looks pretty good in the summer. And like I said, it's classic, so it's not going to go out of style. It's not going to look dated. It's got this Burberry kind of vibe going on. And I even have a friend who has worked for Burberry, worked for Michael Kors, worked for Coach. She's a total brand name snob, and she's a bag brand name snob. And she saw me carrying my plaid gray Ranger. And she loved it. She actually thought I had gotten a designer bag for the first time in my life, and I had to break the news to her that it was Lug. Anyway, so this is the plaid gray Boxer 2, and I'm going to give you a really quick tour. So it was, I think, originally $160 or $175 Canadian on MaysLugLife, so the website. And I don't think they sell anymore. I think they ran out of this color. This is no longer, I think, being sold anywhere. You might be able to find it at, like, independent stores, but you're not going to find it on any of the Lug sites. I don't even think MaysLugLife has it anymore. So, anyway, so that being said, it was a discontinued color. It's a discontinued item, and I believe they only have, maybe walnut brown left, I think, in this particular bag. And I was wanting it, but like I said, it was $160, $175 Canadian, and it never went lower than, I think, 14, which is a good price, but it's just something that I, at the time, couldn't really sanction because I wasn't going anywhere. I didn't really need a bag like this. There was absolutely no need for something like this and to spend that much money in a bag I wasn't really going to be using every day. I couldn't justify it, so I just ended up not getting it. And very sad when I finally looked and went, oh, I think I can't get it at all, even if I wanted to. Even if I needed that bag right now, I wouldn't be able to. So, yeah, it really upset me. But then, guess what? I was able to find it at this sale, and as you can see, the front price, there is a tag on it. Now, it's not brand new, because this is not what a Lug tag looks like. I don't even understand what this is. I think I have a bit of an idea, but I'm not 100% sure. I'm going to get to that in a second. So it's a plastic tag. It's got a plane on it. It's got a see-through little plastic there. There's a price underneath that, but I haven't bothered to look. This is the tag that all the warehouse things had on. And by the way, it says lugtravel.com. I don't know if you can see that. It's really the way it's reflecting off the light a little bit. So I don't know what that website does. I haven't been to it yet. It says $69, so it was half off of this. So it was $69 and then half off of that price. So this is cheaper than it was on the regular website. It's way cheaper than it was even on MaysLugLife, and I got it for half of that. So this, honestly, totally, if I got nothing else at the sale and I just got this, would have totally been worth it. So, so my theory on what this is, and I don't know if it still exists, so maybe someone can tell me. I believe there was a lug store inside one airport. I believe it was either Tennessee or Kentucky or something like that. I think there was one airport somewhere. Lug actually set up a store, like a retail outlet, and they sold nothing but lugs. It was purely a lug store inside an airport. I'm wondering if this is one of the items from that store. And I'm wondering if maybe there were some that they actually put some things in with a different kind of tag because it wasn't part of the regular stuff. I don't know. I'm just guessing. So yeah, the fact that this was on here and it's got this really thick plastic, this was not like something the warehouse put on. This is something from something else. Could also be like a sample, but there were things that were samples and they had a different tag on it and it didn't look like this. So I don't know what this is. So if anyone knows what this tag is all about, or if you've seen it on other products, please let me know because I do want to kind of know where this came from. So I will peel this, actually maybe I'll peel the sticker off right now in front of you guys and see if there's anything underneath this and see if there is. Ooh, there's nothing. If there is anything, I can't see. So can I peel another thing off here? Maybe if I work really hard. I don't know what it says. Okay, I'll have to work on that one, but it doesn't look exciting. So anyway, so $35 for the Boxer 2. I checked all the zippers. There was nothing wrong with it. Everything looked totally fine and intact. In fact, the strap, so the crossbody, the detachable crossbody strap that comes with the bag still has the little plastic, little attachy thingy. I don't know if you can see that. So if you can see that there. That was still on there. So whoever had this didn't take this off. So if it was a return, they didn't bother taking this part off. They may have taken the other tags off, but they didn't take off this particular little loopy thing. So if they went anywhere, they didn't go very far with it. So pretty awesome. Okay, so this is the Boxer. I'm going to show you what's inside. So when I brought this back on the subway, there's a whole, I packed it with other stuff inside. Actually, the person who worked there packed it. So with the big bags, I got a whole bunch of littler bags that got stuffed inside. So let's go on the inside, shall we? So actually, I'm going to take that thing out first and just show you the inside of the bag really, really quickly. So basically, this sale was not sanctioned by Lug. Yes, I know you're getting a sneak preview already. It wasn't sanctioned by Lug. It was actually put out by what on the ad it said Ken's warehouse sale, and it was Ken, the guy that was there who's running the warehouse sale was a guy named Ken, the weird thing about that is when I got there, I was like, this guy looks really familiar to me. And I don't completely know why, but he looked really, really familiar. And he ended up getting a call on his cell phone and he put it on speaker when he answered the phone. And I was virtually positive it sounded like Amy. Amy Richter, who is the owner of the company, the founder of the company. And I was virtually positive it was her. And anyways, so she was talking about like being at the airport or something like that, how everyone had told her it was going to take her 3 hours, but she got through like in an hour. And I was like, oh, okay. And then I heard kids in the background. She said, oh, here, kids, come on over. And then the kids came on, and the kids started talking. And I'm virtually positive it was like something about grandpa. So I was like, okay, cool. And at the end, he goes, okay, guys, I love you. You know, have a good trip. Be safe. And they were like, oh, I love you back. And it was really, really cute. Anyways, I put two and two together and realized that it was Amy and the kids. And they had just left the Toronto airport. Or rather, they were at the Toronto airport, leaving probably to go back home to Florida. So two and two together, there was another woman that was there who looked a lot like Amy. Pretty positive those were her parents. So Ken is Amy's dad. So this is Amy's dad's warehouse sale. Anyways, this is the dolly. It was $21, no tags, so it was half of that price, so $10.50. It looked perfect. Everything looked totally fine. There were no snags. There was no runs. Everything looked totally normal except for the no tag part. And there was no way I wasn't going to get a dolly for $10.50. And by the way, cash only, no tax. So, and to say no tax in this country, Canada has really, really high sales taxes. So to have no taxes here, it's, you know, yeah, I mean, even that alone is a sale unto itself. So that's the dolly. I also got, where'd it go? I got this. I got a Rodeo 2. This is my favorite wallet, my favorite medium-sized wallet, and it's my favorite color, and I actually have this exact one already. So this is in navy, and I got it because it was still in the bag. I don't know if it's brand new or not. I don't think so, because I actually took it out and I didn't see a tag. Like, I just don't know if this was a return, but I looked at it. Everything looked totally good, and it's my favorite wallet. So because I always want to have a spare, because mine gets used all the time, I wanted to make sure I have a spare wallet. So I have a few Rodeos. I don't have a ton. I have a few, but I don't have another one in this color. So I figured it's my favorite color. It goes with so many bags that I have. I may as well keep a second one around. I hope you can still see the sun's coming down, so I'm starting to get a shadow. So I'm going to race through this a little bit. So that's my Rodeo 2. And again, it was $21, so $10.50. This is I think this is usually a $50 or $55 wallet. I mean, come on. Again, no tax. Can't beat it. So another thing that I got was, and this was definitely in the bag. Now I actually took it out of the bag when I was on the subway because I really wanted to look at it. So it came in the bag, and it still has brand new tags. So it's never been out of this bag. So this is a brand new bag, and this is the Mini Orbit, and it's a backpack. So it's got padded little straps, a little top handle, and it's got two little pockets on the side, one zipper pocket here, one phone pocket here, and the inside, that's the print on the inside, hope you can see that, one zipper pocket across the back, a soft lined pocket here, and then this is the clear view pocket, which still has the tissue, and actually this still has the little thank you card as well. So brand spanking new bag. This was $60, so it was $59, half of that, $30. This was, I think even cheaper than they ever had on LugLife when they were trying to get rid of them on LugLife. I think they may even still have it in Riverwalk Olive. But this was the color I want. So this is the shimmer wine. The one I really, really wanted was the shimmer navy because I prefer blues, but I wear a lot of burgundies as well, or rather I have burgundy things. So this is perfect. I even have an Ace 2 in this exact color. So I could even, like when I wear things in the fall, have two bags that match perfectly. So happy about this. The fact that it's brand new is even better. And there's the only one there. I was so happy. So I was the only one that was brand new. There were other ones, but they weren't brand new. They were still, sort of hanging on a rack with no tags on it. That was the only one that was sort of wrapped up on the shelf in a plastic bag. Okay, I'm going to show you this one. This is nice and quick. This is the clipper. So it's a really old clipper, and what it is it's a bag for you to put your curling iron in or your flat iron. So it's kind of like the new flatbeds right now that have that heat-resistant reflective surface, so you can put a hot iron in there and not burn the bag. So it's like the same thing that you would use for your oven mitts, the same fabric for your oven mitts. So you put your curling iron in there while it's still hot. Probably not when it's like burning hot, but still, it's not going to burn in there. You cinch it up with this little toggle, and then the cords, you sort of wrap the cords around, and you put it here so that you can wrap it around that way. So you can use this to sort of wrap around the cord and keep the cord secure. And there's also a little hook at the top here, so you can hang that either in your bag somewhere or, I don't know, I guess like any hook that you have in your bathroom. Anyways, $9. So it was $4.50. Couldn't be cheaper because I've seen these in the stores for like $25, $35. At least maybe not this exact one, like some of the nicer ones. This is an older one. This is super old. But still, I don't need it for. I'm kind of maybe use it once or twice in my whole life. But for $4.50, I was gonna get it, and it's in the cobalt blue, and I love cobalt blue. They had a few of the newer ones as well, but I didn't like them. They had like Mystic Sea Glass. I was going to maybe get the Waves Navy, but which I should have because I actually have other Waves Navy things, but I just thought I kind of like the just a plain cobalt blue, so I got this one. So anyways, $4.50 for that one. All right, another one. So happy about this. So this is the Scoop 2, and it is in the flannel plaid gray. No tags, must have been a return. Don't know why they didn't like it. I guess they just didn't like it. But even the pattern placement isn't bad. And again, I really hope you can see it. So there's that center line. So that's what the little center stitch. And then the two little squares are almost perfectly on either side. And it's sort of low down. It's really centralized. I really actually quite like it. Even sometimes the plaids don't always come in really good pattern placement. But this one I thought worked really well because those two white squares are you know, perfectly spread out on either side. So as you can see, the sticker says $65. I'm virtually positive this bag is $99 regular. So if you were to go to the website, it's $99 Canadian. So $65 is already the discounted price, and I got half off of that. So really, $32.50? Come on, like I was gonna leave this color in any bag there. So top handle, there are just so many little pockets all over this thing. Now, I'm not a huge scoop lover, but I got it because I figured, you know what, even if I don't use it as a purse and I use it just as a purse, like as a bag in a bag, so I can use it to organize other things, or even keep it on my, you know, on my desk to organize things, or keep it in some other thing to organize other things. It's totally worth it because there are just so many little pockets and things everywhere. I just tend not to like the scoop because it ends up getting really stuck really quick. So once you start feeling all the little pockets, you end up having a bit of a brick. But you know what? I don't even care. I love this color so much. And I probably will use it as a purse. And then if I don't, then yeah, it'll just make the cutest little organizer. I'm so excited about it. So yeah, $32.50. So happy. So far I've done so well on the prices. So the last one, which I know you've already seen a little bit of, is this guy. So if you know me at all, you know I love the peekaboo totes. You would think that I wouldn't, because I love pockets. Like we just talked about that scoop having a gazillion pockets and like a bunch of zippers and features everywhere. This is the complete and total opposite. It has nothing. It's just a bag. So basically a giant plastic bag with really big tote handles. But here's the thing, I like it because of that, because sometimes you just want a bag with nothing else in it and you just want to be able to throw a bunch of stuff in it. Now the reason why I like it, because it has just enough color and just enough pop and enough print that you're like, hey, I'm having a fun bag. But the rest of it is totally clear. And I love that because guess what? You can put pretty much anything into it and it's wipeable. You don't have to worry about it getting messy. You don't have to worry about anything leaking. So it's plastic lined all the way down to the bottom. It's really structured at the bottom, so it really holds its shape. The bottom has plastic line, and the handles are phenomenal. These tote handles are so comfortable. I'm gonna let you sort of see just how big they are. So there's the top of the bag. Sorry, there's the top of the bag there. That's how long those handles are. That's my hand, just so you can see. So this is such a comfortable bag to carry. When I carry these peekaboo totes, I can put a lot into them. They still sit on my shoulder really well, and because they've got the little grippy handles, they stay on my shoulder. So no matter what I've got, no matter what kind of bag I'm carrying, other than this, because I usually carry other bags besides this, it's usually when I go shopping, like when I go to like either farmers markets or whatever it is to the market, I can actually carry other bags, and this thing doesn't fall off because the handles are so long and so good. I can really hold them really well. So even if I have it over my shoulder and I hold it here, it actually stays together really nicely. It sits really well on my shoulder. So now this is the Wildflower Poppy, I believe it is. Not my absolutely favorite print, and I don't think there's a lot of stuff in this particular print, but I got it because I already have the two ones that I really wanted. So I have it in Crimson Large Dot, which I love, and have definitely used, and the other one I have is the Flamingo Blue, which came with the Summer 2021 Summer Box, Mystery Box. Love that bag. That was the reason why I got it. And I used it, fell in love with it, and then I had to get other ones. So here's the thing. Last week it was on sale on MaysLugLife for $29. I had 3 of them in my cart. I had this one, and I had the white, no, so it was a diamond navy, or diamond white navy. I forget which one it was. Whatever where it's white with the little white, sorry, with the navy blue little crosses on it, and the diamonds on it. And then I actually got another another Crimson Large Dot because I just love that color so much. So they're $29, and I thought, you know what, they're a good price. Let me just get a whole bunch. It should last me for the summer because I love using these in the summer. And then I went to the warehouse sale, and they had this. They also had it in Resort Tropics? No, Resort, what's the blue one with the pink flowers? I can't remember which one that is. I just didn't get it because I just don't have anything that goes with it. Anyways, $29 for this bag. That was the price that they had. So it was half off of this. This thing was $15. It was $29 US, and I would have had to pay like exchange as well as the credit card fees. This was half of that. Now, no tags. It's not brand new, but it looked fine. It didn't even look like it had been washed or cleaned or anything. I think it was just sort of sitting in the warehouse. So $15. And so I just basically came home and canceled my whole order because I didn't really want to get, my whole order. I mean, I did order other things as well, but I figured there's no need. I already have this. Anyway, so there you go. Actually, I'm just noticing it right now. Okay, I didn't see this before. There's a tiny little hole, but I think it's like wear and tear hole. So there's a little, I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that little? There's a little spot there, and I can actually, there's a little slit right there. But you know what it was? Like because it was just when I was feeling it, there was a bend like that. So when you store these, you may want to store them full, because you can see there's a little tear right there. So it obviously was like this, and it ripped that way. So it's a good thing to know. It's not going to matter to me. Like, I got it for $15. I'm not going to care. But the good thing is now I know that I have to store them opened like this. And I'll use them as a carry-all to put other things in. So maybe this will be where I now hold my lugs when they're not in use. So anyways, that's a bit of a shame, but you know what? $15, I don't care. $15 is a small hole, and it's not integral to the integrity of the bag. Don't care. So anyway, so that is the last piece from this end of the sale, from this video. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the sale really quickly. So what it was on Thursday night, which was, I guess, June the 30th. On Facebook, I went onto Facebook, and I don't go on too often these days. I happened to go on for the first time that day. And someone had posted a screenshot from an Instagram page. And it was an ad, which I will show you at the end of this video. So I will include that screenshot at the end of this video. And it was a screenshot that person had taken off the Instagram page of what she said was a, quote, reputable lug employee. So she trusted the source. She knew that whoever it was who posted it was someone that she knew would know if there was an actual legit sale. So she then came onto the official LugLife Facebook page, which is administrated and moderated rather by Lug themselves. So she posted it. It must have gotten like over 100 comments of people discussing whether they should go, whether it was legit, whether it was like a real sale, what they were going to find, people just being sad that they couldn't go because they already had plans, because it was a long weekend that they had the sale on, for Canada and for the US. So anyway, so I told my friend, I got off and I sort of texted her and said, hey, there's a Lug warehouse sale tomorrow. Do you want to go? 50% off everything, cash only. It said like samples and discontinued items and things like that. Gave the warehouse address. So the actual address was legitimately the warehouse. And it said Ken's warehouse sale at the top. So I was like, okay, let's go. And she was like, hey, what are the days they have it? So I tried to go back to look at the original post, and it was gone. The whole post had been taken down. The whole thing had been deleted. So I posted again, like, hey, what happened to the post about the warehouse sale? Am I dreaming? Am I on crack? What happened? Because I remember something about a warehouse sale. Because if it doesn't exist and I'm genuinely just insane, please someone tell me so that I don't actually waste my time and go all the way up there. So someone did say, yes, they did. They must have taken it down, but here it is again. They actually posted the screenshot again. So it was a different person. And then within an hour, all of the photos of the actual screenshot got taken down. So the comments were left, but the photos got taken down. So this was starting to get a little bit more suspicious. So I was like, okay, you know what? Clearly someone at Lug is monitoring what's going on. They are hearing all the comments and seeing stuff, but they've said nothing. So I kind of said, look, Lug, since you're clearly monitoring this, can you please confirm one way or the other whether this is a legit sale, whether it's actually happening, whether it's happening at the warehouse, because a lot of us want to go and we don't want to waste our time. And we also don't want to get scammed. So please, please, please let us know. Luckily that morning, someone at Lug actually posted a response saying, this is not a legitimate Lug sale. This is not sanctioned by Lug. This is not run by Lug. It's not run the way that we normally run them, but it is being run by, quote, a Lug family member. At the time I was thinking, do they mean like a subsidiary? Is there like another, is Lug the parent company of other companies that we don't know about? So anyway, When we got there, as it turns out, virtually positive it was Amy's dad and it was Amy's mom. So when they said family, they legit meant actual family, like literal family. And it was like a mom and pop shop. So what it looked like was they had set up kind of like a lug store. So when you walked in, it was a lug store. Everywhere you looked, everything was hanging on hooks, and there was like slat walls, there were shelves, there were some bins, slat walls with little containers underneath, and it looked like a lug store, like a slightly scuzzier lug store, but it was a lug store nonetheless. And everything was out. You could see all the colors. It was so cool. There were so many amazing things, and everything was cash only. So when I paid for everything, when I went up to pay and I didn't quite have enough cash, he said, you can e-transfer. And then when he gave over the e-transfer email address, it was his own personal address. So I have this feeling, so my feeling on it is, there are a whole bunch of things that Lug has basically written off. So there are things they cannot sell. There are things that they cannot legitimately put into any other, they can't sell on LugLife. They can't sell it any other place. They can't really sell it on, I guess at their own warehouse sale for whatever reason. These are things that they've already written off the books. So these things no longer exist as far as Lug inventory goes. It's not part of anything. It's just completely out of it. And so I think what they must have done is they just said, here, Dad, if you want to sell this stuff, you go right ahead. You just pocket the money because it's already right off on our books. And I think that's what he did. So anything that was like old and sitting around and has been, they've already lost it in the inventory. It's been gone for 2 years, whatever it is, returns that they just cannot possibly sell ever again. I think he got them all. And I think that's Dad's pocket money. That's my guess. This is just me looking at everything, and because I know that there are some families who do that. There was a farm that we used to go to, so Dad used to run the farm, and he got obviously retired, and he's sort of older, and so he just wants to see people, and so the fruit that he was selling at his roadside stand were like seconds. They were a little more rotten. They were a little bit more bruised. They were a little smaller. You look at a basket of peaches and there were like 16 different sizes of peaches instead of like 2. But he was selling them, and he was a lovely, lovely man. I have a feeling again, hey, Dad, whatever the seconds are, you take, you sell wherever you want, you make the money, and that's your pocket money. So I have a feeling that's what they did here. So, but it doesn't matter, because guess what? The stuff was legit. It was cool. They were real things. They had genuine samples, and they had really beautiful things and older things, like definitely unicorn things. They had one-of-a-kind things that you'd never seen before. There were custom things, so they were embroidered. There was an embroidery on it that sort of had like a golf event or a political party's company candidate or something like that. So there were always different things that were sort of random, but it was so fun to watch and so fun to see everything come into this one place. I probably would have spent 2 hours there if I had the time. Unfortunately, I was going with a friend of mine who wanted to get out of there, so I had to just run through the place, get everything I wanted as fast as I could. I was also shopping for another friend, so I had her on the phone going, okay, these are the trolleys they have, this is the colors, these are the the carousels they've got, and here are the colors. And so I was taking like phone orders. She was taking phone orders for the other friend of ours. So we were shopping for each of us were shopping for one of us and another person. So it was a bit chaotic, but it was nice and empty. There was no lineup. There weren't a ton of people there. We could sort of spread out, and it was lovely. So anyways, that's part 1 of my Lug Warehouse haul. Part 2 is coming. I will get that to you hopefully in the next couple of days, hopefully sooner. And then I'll actually talk to you a little bit more about Lug Warehouse sales in general, because there's another one coming up in August, a legit Lug one. So that way, hopefully you guys will have a little bit of time to maybe plan a trip to Toronto. So that's it for now. That's my first haul, or my first part of my big haul. Part 2 is coming up, so stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching. Take care. I'll see you next time.